They'll be calling you a radical. This is a real important video. I wasn't going to put it up. So New Year's Eve 2019, I always do my gig, the year of reality. The Fukushima reality is going to set in. So this BYU study is out today about the cancer epidemic in the United States. 2014, post-Fukushima in earnest. Now, PhD regurgitating information, it's hard. Now, remember, it's hard to get information on cancer deaths now. How many people are dying from cancer you don't know because they changed the law in Utah and a lot of states. You don't have to put it in an OB. Cause of death. So they're every day they're in there. This is the capitulation to selfishness. The selfish ignorance. I died of natural causes and their loved ones at 40, 45, 50. So we don't know. So times it's even greater. So cancer is taken over as the #1 cause of death post-Fukushima. Post-Fukushima. Longevity headed the other way. Post-Fukushima. Now, this is important. 7 years ago right now, I was in a bone marrow transplant center going in and out of a coma. I was praying, please get me to 2012. My grandson's born 2011. I had the premonition about the 11. Get me to that number. I remember telling the nurse, I'm sitting in, I wrote a poem that night as I was slipping in and out of a coma on New Year's Eve. I'm spending New Year's Eve in the oldest hospital in the Western LDS with, I got 2 blood transfusions that night. With some nurses and some blood, and I mean, talk about gothic. Whoa! So there's a great picture of me and my Kevin Blanche Jr., my grandson, and my 2 beautiful grandchildren that are almost 8 years old now. I was too sick for a bone marrow transplant. I had OS de novo multiple myeloma in my body. I mean, just attacked me in 2011. I think people don't understand this part of my fight, my PhD. My incredible fight to stay alive. My incredible fight. I'm here on the Shoshone ancient burial ground. My grandparents' old farm, Forsania, German company's right there because Europe won't let them in there. 49 other states, they poisoned our planet, the Shoshone burial ground. This has been a very incredible spiritual fight. The greatest PhD in human history, sadly. Fukushima's a gas. Fukushima's a plasma. It's 3 invisible suns. This plasma, this invisible sun plasma is releasing a gas and energy into the Pacific Ocean that's caused a heat bubble over the western United States. This Fukushima and the 3 plasma suns over there are the fires in California. They are the drought. They are the Great Salt Lake going dry. They are the cancer epidemic. Period. The greatest PhD in human history done while I'm dying. I mean, what a spiritual heart. I don't think people understand this fight. ML OS de novo, multiple myeloma, a death sentence. They only know of 2 people in the entire United States that have survived this because it's so hard to document. I'm the only person, my doctor, Vincent Hansen, Fimbo Peterson, you go talk to him, as I was top of LDS East State bone marrow transplant, perfectly healthy. That's incredible healthy in 2011. The day I was due to speak with Zuccotti, got a stomach ache, radical, sent home with hospice, misdiagnosis. I mean, I seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Vincent Hansen stepped in. He known me since I was a child, since I was a little boy. If it wasn't for him, I'd be dead. You go ask him, one of the greatest oncologists in world history, and that's unarguable, him and Fimbo. Both anti-nukers, by the way. Both, his brother and father both died of this poison in their bodies from nuclear fallout. Kevin, you are the greatest miracle in my oncologist career. It's amazing. I was too sick for a bone marrow transplant. I did this so organically, so I used both of both worlds. Now remember, I'm jumping through tide pools in the coast of California with a split open Feldorg valve. I mean, this disgusting place that we've turned into, and they call themselves Christians. That's what's disgusting. I mean, I come from infamous fucking bloodlines. I'm a native boy all the way back. The Shoshone burial ground right there. There's a Mormon church on top of it. So back to San Diego on the 20th of January is when we're going to get the super low tide. We're going to get a full we're going to get eclipse. And we're going to get some low tide, the lowest tide. So I know which tide pools. I've got to be very cautious, and I've got to, I work the shit out of that Monterey because it costs a lot of money to stay there. And I'm on my own. I have to use my money very sparingly because I don't have any, because I rely on public donations, and I only get a few from a few people. And thank you to the few, her in Colorado, You know, him in New York, you know, him in Vegas, these guys, without them, I couldn't do this work. Because I have to pay for a place to stay, you know, blah, blah, blah. So back to San Diego for the super low moon. And so, you know, I'm a one-man band. I'm a one-man PhD. It's like fighting cancer. It's incredible. The smoking gun of Fukushima is the collapse of the Pacific salmon. So I'll post this picture. 7 years ago today, I was going in and out of a coma. You know, I said, please get me to 2012. 12, my new number. It wasn't 11s. I mean, what a number. 3 of them. Fukushima is the greatest ecological catastrophe, the greatest collapse in human history. And Kevin Blanch has done the greatest PhD while dying of cancer. 7 years later, thank you to everybody who's prayed for me. Thank you. I am so happy to be alive. I got to tell you, it's been a hell of a fight. It's been a little struggle. It's been an incredible struggle. I don't think people have any clue what I went through. I mean, my daughter says you're the only person I know of on earth with OS de novo leukemia that has survived this disease willingly without a bone marrow. Fimbo says the bone marrow transplant will kill you. My platelets, I mean, I'm walking the coast of California, jumping through tide pools at platelet counts of 38. Walked the whole coast of California while dying. I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you to everybody who supports this historic work. I mean, what a journey. What a fight. So cancer has taken over. The BYU study. Kevin Blanch is the real PhD that does the field work. So more evidence. Pacific Ocean dies. Stock market. I mean, this denier fucking... Nobody's business. My loved one died of natural causes at 50. Fuck you. Fuck you with a capital F-U. What a sick populace willing to kill themselves for dogma. Death for dogma, not me. Not me. Not me. I love my life. I love my grandchildren. I love your grandchildren. I'm trying to save you from you as a real motherfucker. You know, but I love your kids and your grandkids. Because they didn't do this, you did this. This populace, Echo Boomer and Baby Boomer are the most disgusting, filthy pigs in here. Trump's a disgusting pig. Just like Obama. Fucking kill yourself. I mean, he's born with it. I mean, it's disgusting. Not me. And if you don't think I haven't a cloud at BYU, why don't you look up my auntie, May Blanch. Yeah, that's my aunt. The famous literature professor at BYU. They're going to name the English. That's her. Thom McKay Brody right here. The close friends. I knew them both so well. I mean, I was taught by the best of the best. The best of the best. The greatest PhD in fucking human history. Kevin Blanch, while fighting dying of leukemia 7 years later. I'm alive. I'm so happy to be. Thank you to everybody who supported this historic work. I love you so much. You don't know how much you mean to me and my grandchildren and my family. And, you know, I fight for her. She fights for me, the sea. I fight back. You can lay down and die and put in your obituary. Down and oh, you weakling fucking cowards. You think I'm weak. I think you're fucking wrong. I fight back. Thus I live. I fight for her, the Pacific Ocean. We, the sea. She fights for me.